Module 5. Module 5 will cover the following topics: electrical safety, power tools, crystalline silica, fall protection, perimeter guarding, and falling object protection. Electrical safety. Inspect each cord for any damages or defects. Take all damaged or defective cords out of service and return them to the tool trailer for repair. Inspect power tool cords for damage before each use. No one is allowed in motor control centers without permission from the Fagen Inc. project manager or site safety director. Electrical safety. No one is allowed in temporary power panels for any reason without contacting the Fagen Inc. project manager or site safety director. Quarterly Assured Equipment Grounding Program. Know the current quarterly color code. Codes are posted in the safety trailer and tool trailer. January through March is yellow. April through June is blue. July through September is green. October through December is red. Electrical safety. GFCI must be used where receptacles are not GFCI protected. Always attach GFCI at the receptacle. GFCI pigtails are available at the tool trailer. Cords and leads must be kept 7 feet off the ground. Always protect cords and leads from traffic. Cords and leads must be strung up with insulated material, rope, zip ties, etc., and shall not have contact with metal. Power tools. No personal power tools are allowed on site. Inspect power tools at the tool trailer before you take ownership of them. Inspect each power tool before use for damages or defects. Return all damaged tools to the tool trailer immediately. When applicable, both hands must be used to control the power tool. Power tools. All power tools must be unplugged from their source of power while not in use. Grinders are to be placed face down while not in use. Do not wear gloves when using a stationary threading machine, drill press, or mag drill. Gloves may be entangled by the rotating pipe or machine parts, leading to personal injury. Power tools. Power tools must be unplugged before changing accessories. This includes unplugging, removing the battery, or disconnecting the air supply. When cutting, drilling, or grinding, materials must be secured. This can be done by another employee with hands positioned in a safe distance from the line of fire. Means of a securement device, such as but not limited to a mounted vise, C-clamp, vice grip, etc. Power tools. When tools are designed to accommodate guards, they will be equipped with such guards when in use. When tools are designed to accommodate handles, they will be equipped with such handles when in use. Do not hoist or lower power tools by their cords or hoses. Crystalline silica, concrete or mortar dust control. Employees shall use the tools and procedures provided by Fagen Inc. Activities that require dust control are grinding, chipping, drilling, jackhammering, sawing, core drilling, heavy equipment demolition, bushing, or other activities creating concrete dust. Crystalline silica, concrete or mortar dust control. All supervisors will be responsible for ensuring that all employees follow these procedures. All employees around concrete dust creating activities, including the operator, must wear proper PPE, including for the eyes, face, and body. Compressed air shall not be used to clean clothing or surfaces where such activity could contribute to employee exposure to crystalline silica. Crystalline silica, concrete and mortar dust control. Employees shall use the tools and procedures provided by Fagen Inc. only because the inhalation of silica can lead to serious illnesses such as silicosis, lung cancer, kidney disease, other respiratory disease. Disposal of crystalline silica dust from vacuums. Crystalline silica dust will be disposed of in accordance with applicable federal, state, and local regulations. Crystalline silica, concrete and mortar dust control. Disposal of crystalline silica dust will be disposed of in a way which does not create a dust cloud. HEPA vacuums will have the proper vacuum bag installed to collect and contain crystalline dust at all times. Power tools with an attached filter system will be emptied by use of a HEPA filtered vacuum. Examples of dust suppression tools. Fall protection. Employees requiring fall protection will be provided with a Fagen Inc. issued harness and sufficient lanyards and accessories. Personal fall protection is not allowed to be on the job site. Only tie-back lanyards can be tied back to themselves. Pelican hook style lanyards are not tie-back. Body harnesses and lanyards will be visually inspected by the user before each and every use, and stored properly when not in use. Fall protection. Any defective equipment will be removed from service and returned to the tool room immediately. Defective is defined as cuts, contamination, missing parts, ripped stitching, weld burns, etc. If you have any questions about defects, contact the safety staff.
Werner Company recommends inspecting every harness before each use. Any harness that has wear or damage should be tagged and removed from service. Step 1. Inspect webbing by bending a 6 to 8 inch portion into an upside down U, taking time to visually inspect all material. Look for tears, cuts, fraying, abrasion, discoloration, burns, holes, mold, or any other signs of wear or damage. Be sure to inspect webbing that is hidden by padding or hardware. Step 2. Inspect all buckles, grommets, and connectors. ProForm F3 harnesses are available with tongue buckles or quick connect hardware. Pay special attention to components hidden by webbing or padding. Look for cracks, sharp edges, deformation, corrosion, or any evidence of defect. Step 3. Inspect all stitching, including impact indicators. All sewn terminations must be secure, complete, and have no visual damage. Step 4. Ensure that all labels and markings are present and legible as delivered by the manufacturer. If any signs of wear or damage are observed during inspection, tag and remove the harness from service. If you need more information, visit our website or contact customer service. Werner Company recommends using the walk it down method before every use to ensure proper fit. Walking down a harness helps users understand how it should fit, how it was designed, and how it should perform in the event of a fall. Walking down a harness goes top to bottom, front to back, starting with the chest strap. The chest strap should be located at the middle of the sternum. If the chest strap is positioned too high, it might impact the throat in the event of a fall. If the chest strap is positioned too low, a user could fall out in the event of a swing fall. The torso adjusters should be slightly snug. They adjust at the hip and keep the fit on the shoulders. Once the adjusters are in proper tension, move one keeper down against the hardware and the second keeper up to hold excess webbing. This is called the one up, one down method. Use this method anywhere keepers present on the harness. The leg straps should be worn snug. Check the fit by sliding your hands through the straps against your legs. Make fists, then try to pull back up through the straps. The straps are too tight if your hands can't slide through flat. If your fists slide easily through the straps, the fit is too loose. D-ring should be positioned between the shoulder blades. If the back D-ring is positioned too low or too high, impact forces could be applied to parts of the body not intended by design. Back straps should fit as shown. They keep the user in the harness in the event of a fall. Note: harnesses with construction belts use the belt as the back strap. The subpelvic strap cradles the subpelvic region, the strongest part of the body. It must be worn correctly. For more information, visit our website or contact customer service.
You work hard for the important things in life. You take your job and safety seriously. And you expect to go home every night. But unexpected things can happen on the job. If a fall occurs, your harness is your lifeline. But a standard harness is not designed to protect you from suspension trauma caused when leg straps tighten and cut off crucial blood flow. Even after rescue, the pressure from leg straps is extremely dangerous. When the straps are loosened, toxic and potentially fatal blood is released through the body. But all harnesses are not created equal. At Werner, post-fall safety has been a focus of ours since the beginning. And our harnesses outperform all others when it matters most. Our patented Share in the Air feature provides immediate relief after a fall. Simply slide the chest strap away from your throat, then deploy the relief handles while lifting your legs into a seated position, keeping you comfortable until the rescue happens. No competitive harnesses have this. They often require a trauma strap accessory that's cumbersome to use and costs you precious time. We cut no corners when it comes to safety, and all Werner harnesses have this feature built in. Trust Werner, the fall protection brand dedicated to job site safety through superior products and training.
Fall protection. 100% fall protection is required when working 6 feet above the ground. Ensure your body harness fits you correctly when it is issued to you. Tie off above the head whenever possible, or no less than minimum shoulder height. Retractable lifelines, yo-yo, longer than 6 foot will have a rope tagline attached at the connecting snap hook. Fall protection. Never travel horizontally more than 1/4 of the height from the working level to the anchorage point from the center of the lifeline, also called a yo-yo. Tie-off points must withstand a 5,000-pound force. You may tie off to a 4-inch or larger secured pipe, not around insulation. You shall not tie off to unistrut or cable tray. Harnesses and lanyards shall not be dragged over any surface. Fall protection. Lanyards must not be used for anything other than personal fall protection. Lanyards, cable cheaters, etc. are not rigging. Harnesses and lanyards must be thoroughly dried out after they become wet. Do not attach tape of any kind to a harness or lanyard without prior approval from the safety staff. Do not ride on any fall protection without prior approval from the safety staff. Fall protection. Falls are the leading cause of death in the construction industry. Falls from as little as 3 to 6 feet can cause serious lost time injuries and even death. Fall protection. Guardrail systems will have the top rail at 42 inches high, mid-rail at 21 inches high, and a 4-inch toe board. The top rails of guardrail systems will be capable of withstanding 200 pounds of side force pressure. Mid-rails will be capable of withstanding 150 pounds of side force pressure. Primary fall protection systems, such as guardrails, scaffolding, aerial lifts, approved personnel hoists, etc., will be used whenever possible to provide fall protection. Fall protection. Fall protection. Guardrail systems will be smooth to prevent snags on clothing or skin. Wire rope guardrails must have flags at 6-foot intervals to make them more visible, such as when looking into the direction of the sun. Open-sided floors and platforms 6 foot or more in height must be guarded. Perimeter guarding. All floor and roof openings must be guarded. Leading-edge warning systems shall be installed. Any open hole in the floor must be covered with plywood and marked with the wording hole cover. Plywood shall be a minimum of 3/4 inch thick. Falling object protection. Rules when working on any elevated surface. Tools being used or stored, including in your tool pouch, 6 foot or more above the ground level, shall be secured to prevent any item from falling to a lower level. This can be achieved by using netting, tool lanyards, hand tools and power tools, a tool bag. Falling object protection. Materials being used or stored 6 foot or more above the ground level shall be secured to prevent any item from falling to a lower level. This can be achieved by using netting, rope,